The riches are in the niches. You may have heard this saying before, and if you're someone who has a brand and you're interested in learning marketing and advertising strategies that you can use online by leveraging artificial intelligence, this segment is for you. So as far as I'm concerned, there's a couple of distinct ways that you can build a brand. One of my personal favorite ways is to build a niche brand. And when I say a niche brand, what we're doing is we are identifying a target audience or a group of people who may have similar interests, similar hobbies, similar mindset, so forth and so on. And then what we're doing is we're creating marketing messaging, imagery, a full brand that is related to them. So when they come to our brand, we have products that they would like to buy. So when it comes down to the products, whether it's graphics, hats, equipment, digital products, slogans, they're going to be interested because we're directing all of our energy towards what they like, right? We're catering to them. Now, when it comes more to like a general brand, we're still catering to a group of people. We always have to cater to our target audience, but it's much broader when we come on the general side. A lot of people like to build on the general side because they'll say, hey, Charles, I don't want to leave anybody out, or I don't want to have such a small market. I feel like there's more people I can reach. And that is a point, right? But I also believe that there are several niche audiences that are large enough that you can still target. Nonetheless, when we have a general audience, what we want to do is basically target the sub niches that are under that general audience. So let's say, for instance, we have a niche audience over here. It may be men soccer players who are in college. Then we come over here to the general brand and we're talking about all soccer, right? Well, if that's the case, then under there we have that niche audience that we just spoke about, men soccer players who are in college. We have women soccer players in college. We have youth leagues. We have professional players. And then we even have fans who have favorite teams around the world. So there's a lot of niches that are under there. And then what we can do is when we create our marketing, we can start targeting those sub niches differently, speak to them differently, and then draw them to our overall general brand. All right. So we have niche and then we have general. Now, what I've done is I've created an artificial intelligence tool that'll allow you to start identifying the niches under the large niche, so the sub niches, okay? So what I want to do is walk you through this specific tool, and you can utilize this for your brand so you can start uncovering some of those sub segments that you can start marketing to. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so if you go over to Tshirtmillionaires.ai and you go over to the Browse Tools section and we go down to Sub Niche Founder, this is under the marketing section. Here is the AI tool that is for sub niches. All right, and so basically this is an AI powered tool that helps identify and suggest highly specialized sub niches within the broader market of niches for targeted advertising strategies. On the right-hand side, we have this little label that says niche be detailed. And then this is where we can start putting in our niche. So let's go ahead and start on a smaller level. This time, let's go ahead and choose something slightly different. What I'm going to say is, say you have a brand that is for women who love Jesus, right? Well, on this side, let's say women who love Jesus who are in corporate America. So I'm going to say women who love Jesus and work in corporate America. All right, that's the sub niche that we might be serving for this brand idea. So I'll hit submit. And then when I hit submit, what happens is it starts listing out, some of these sub niches. So young professional women, this sub niche targets women who are relatively new to the corporate world, typically aged at 22 to 30. So we're in the corporate world, but on this specific sub niche, we're targeting by age range, only 22 to 30. So this is going to exclude everybody who's 34 and up. And then even if there's anyone who's younger, right? So that's a pure example of how you start doing a sub niche. Then we have working moms. This sub niche targets women who are balancing their career ambitions with the demands of motherhood, right? So that's a totally different sub niche. So now what we're doing is we're just speaking to moms who are in corporate America, which can be really powerful because you have specific messaging that's going to draw them in. Let's look at a couple more. We have female entrepreneurs. We also have women in leadership positions, right? So this sub niche targets women who have attained leadership roles within corporate America. And then we have retired women professionals. So you can see that we have 5 very distinct sub-niches that sit under women who are in corporate America. All of that is so powerful and will help you really determine and refine your marketing messages. I really need y'all to understand this. This is gold if you really understand it, all right? So let's go to the general side real quick. And so we really narrowed it down over here. On this type, let's just say women who work, just women who work, right? Or let's do women who love Jesus and leave it at that. Let's just leave it at women who love Jesus, all right? I'm gonna put a capital J on Jesus' name. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and hit submit, okay? So with that being said, we have sub niche number 1, single Christian women in their 20s and 30s. All right, so this has nothing to do with working or corporate or anything like that. It's just single Christian women in their 20s and 30s. Then we have Christian women entrepreneurs. Then we have Christian stay-at-home moms. So now we're excluding the total professional thing, period. And we're talking about stay-at-home moms, which big shout out to the stay-at-home moms. My wife is a stay-at-home mom, and I know all the work that stay-at-home moms do. I know that they don't get a lot of credit out there, but I know what the job is. So big salute to stay-at-home moms. Also at the same time, Christian women in the workplace, and then also Christian fashion and beauty enthusiasts, right? So you have these different niches that barely had anything to do with just women working in corporate setting, but you have, you're going, you know, in these other sub niches that exist. And I can hit regenerate, right? And it's going to give me a totally different list, right? Now we have millennial Christian women in the workplace, single Christian mothers, so forth and so on. So y'all, this is very, very powerful. I'm telling y'all, and with the power of artificial intelligence, people always ask me when it comes down to marketing, like, this is what you need. You need to really clearly identify who your audience is so you know how to talk to them, so you can draw them into your brand, so you can start building community, so you can start just understanding how they operate. You have to not just look at, you know, age and gender. You need to look at what they care about deeply, and this is going to help you do that. So with that being said, family, I got 2 ways that I can help you. If you want to get an understanding of the sub niches for your brand, what I want you to do is go to Tshirtmillionaires.ai. That's going to allow you to come check out the sub niche finder. And with that being said, you're going to uncover so many ideas about your brand outside of just the sub niche finder. I have so many other tools. And then also at the same time, what I want you to do is join our artificial intelligence community. You can go to community.tshirtmillionaires.ai. This is the only T-shirt millionaires community or T-shirt community in the T-shirt space that focuses on artificial intelligence solely, and it's going to be extremely powerful, and we would love to have you be a part of the group. I truly appreciate you watching this video. Be on the lookout for the next one, and until then, if you can see it with your mind's eye, one day you're going to be able to see it with your real eyes. I truly appreciate it. Many blessings. Talk soon.